It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome to Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in an interconference game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Two superpower offenses tonight, Brent. These games are typically so much fun for the fans, but we as announcers love these games too.
Oh, you get excited about a cup of coffee, Kevin, so I can't wait for the highlights here in this one.
I'm not the only one. Come on, you love it as well.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
But we're
not going to need any coffee tonight. We got these guys out in the court. That's going to be high octane.
Plus, you're harnessed in. I can see it right now. You're ready to go.
So I'm strapped up.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Ryan Anderson out there with Ayton. And it's Melton in at the point. Feeds to Booker. And no good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Dellavedova. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Dellavedova never shy about mixing it up on the inside. Let's see if he can hit the free throw.
Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly, Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
Here's Melton. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Melton passes to Booker. Anderson with the ball. He's guarded by Brogdon. Kept alive. And that one's good. Ayton.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
There's the triple. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Melton passes to Anderson. They get a hand on it. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Dellavedova is scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Dellavedova's got 5.
Well, somewhere out there, the weakest link was exposed by Dellavedova.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Melton, sweet little floater. Melton's got his first bucket of the night.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. The teardrop falls in.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
Here's Melton. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Melton passes to Ayton. Now Anderson. Here's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
Booker knows how to get cooking from the mid-range. I like how quickly he rose up for that shot attempt.
Now Dellavedova. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Here's Melton. Defended by Dellavedova and finished off by Anderson.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
One shot.
Free throw, good, Anderson. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley, entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Dellavedova. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Inside. There's the pass to Dellavedova. 3 on the clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Hinson touched it last. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Phoenix, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And right now for Phoenix, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
The kick out to Anderson. Here's Melton. Aldridge is covering. Pass to Booker. From deep. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period. This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Pass to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Booker against Brogdon. No good from Booker.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Bucks. And Phoenix also making a switch. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Josh Jackson. Knocked away. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Ariza. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Brent, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There's also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. No good on the second free throw.
And you see the raw talent Ayton has, an intimidating big man with a high ceiling and a desire to grow.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Here's Melton, following the bucket by the Bucks. And here's Crawford. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Tries from 16. No good. In and out, off the rim.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And it's Connaughton missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Crawford looking over the floor. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Well, it's one thing not just to do it in the half court, but to see it in the open floor, recognizing your 4 other teammates running the wings. Those passing skills are special.
And he knocks down the first one. The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker a say in all of the franchise's major decisions. You know, like hiring a coach, free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
I'm not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it? I'm not sure. Devin Booker does not quite have the cachet of of veteran players that have played 10 or 12 years and have a lot of playoff wins under their belt. But it does feel good for him, I'm sure, to be part of the collaborative.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Milwaukee, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you'd think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And that one, good. And the Suns lead by 3.
Well, Crawford putting on the Jets breathtaking speed when he's driving to the hoop.
And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
Here's Crawford after Rudy Gay's bucket. Count that bucket. 6 points for Crawford.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now here's Gay. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
That free throw, no good.
Pretty consistent player when healthy, and nice to see Rudy Gay working back to this kind of athletic prowess.
So we can't get either to fall. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be
like that
the
as
man
well.
in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody. Right?
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Wow. Special talents. Bridges misses. Bucks trail by 3. Now here's Gay, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having 2 young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It could make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
He hits them both. And the Bucks embracing the trends towards long, versatile players.
Yes, this idea of positionless basketball has been something that's been a construct of the Bucks and their roster through recent seasons. The key is translating that into a much tighter, much cohesive defense.
Now here's Ariza. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Ilyasova against Bridges. Rebounded by the Bucks. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
And that one's good from Connaughton. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Ariza outside. Here's Melton. Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Ariza. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Bridges. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 2.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Connaughton passes to Gay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the Suns with just 21 wins last season. That's the second worst record in franchise history. This is a very proud franchise. So only their inaugural season as an expansion team in the NBA back in 1969 was worse. Brighter days for the Suns ahead.
First free throw is good. And those 21 wins, not the way the Suns were hoping to celebrate their 50th anniversary.
No, not at all. By scoring margin, it was the worst season that they had in their history. So the games were not all that close. They lost by an average of 9 a game last year.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Here's Melton. He kicks it to Crawford. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Gay outside, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Milwaukee, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay hits them both. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's Crawford on the wing. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Holmes. Ariza up top. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Crawford, no one around him. Wide open shot is on the money. Crawford's got 10.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire.
Got it!
Whoa.
He got it! What a shot!
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, leading by just one. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Devin Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
Ilyasova out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And the Suns making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
One shot, behind the lanes.
We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of the game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. Well, for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all, because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
Here's Connaughton. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
To the middle. Here's Holmes. Outside for Jackson. Ariza has the open look, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate, make the simple play.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Pat Connaughton. Anderson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Trying his luck deep, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Bucks. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Celtics, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And right now for the Bucks, you know, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
Well, it could be hard for them to keep this rolling, but the initial boost of confidence for all these players could help them weather any storms on the horizon.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Henson finds Dellavedova, and Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Ayton's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Suns trailing. The pass to Booker. Jackson dishes to Booker. And Anderson kicks to Bridges. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Dellavedova. No good from Booker.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. And the first one drops.
What's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
So he gets them both. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete, but with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
And stolen by Aldridge. Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Booker looking around. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 5. And here's Anderson from the arc. Suns keep it alive. The feed to Booker. Over Dellavedova. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Booker.
You got to play up on Devin Booker even when he doesn't have the ball. Once he catches the pass, he's ready to let it go.
Dellavedova, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Dellavedova. Bridges against Brogdon. Shoots over Bridges. Here's Aldridge. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
There's such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
Now here's Booker, defended by Dellavedova. A nice shot by Booker. Dellavedova with the ball. 5 points in the game. Outside Aldridge. Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Basket, good. 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Booker up top, defended by Dellavedova. He gets it in there.
Fun to watch Devin Booker score the basketball. So efficient in this one.
Dellavedova finds Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And it's tied up with that one.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Stolen by Brogdon. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And the Suns miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Anderson outside. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Brogdon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Dellavedova. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Henson the pass to Aldridge. Bridges against Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Aldridge. The rebound by Anderson. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Booker outside. Over Antetokounmpo, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Devin Booker picking up that last basket outside Aldridge. Beyond the arc. Booker pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
From 15 feet away, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Booker, a fantastic shooter. When he's got his feet underneath him, he's one of the best in the league.
Passes to Antetokounmpo. That's tipped. Crawford with the steal. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
The Suns have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Rudy Gay's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Suns making a change here as well. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Booker.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Bucks trail by 5. DiVincenzo. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 8 points for him.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
There's the pass to Holmes. Kicks to Ariza. And here's Crawford. Now Ariza. 5 to shoot. From deep. That shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And this is why depth is so important. Next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
But you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
And stolen by Gay. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Deflects the pass. Crawford with the steal. 3-on-3. Shoots the 3. Ariza no up. The Bucks trail. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton.
With the way Ilyasova is able to quickly get a shot up, it throws a lot of the defenders off, and they end up fouling him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Tony Snell's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Crawford outside. And there it is for him. Crawford's got 12 points in the game. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Gay with it. Holmes on him. Pass to Connaughton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Connaughton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Passes it to Crawford. 30 seconds left here in the second. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Crawford angling his body right into the contact. He doesn't mind slithering his way in there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
2 shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Both free throws good from Crawford.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The dish to Snell. Gay outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Crawford right side. Got a piece of it. From 13, he squares up and sinks it. Crawford's got 6 here in this quarter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, they need to strike a balance between being aggressive and being too aggressive. You know, Ernie, you need to be solid defensively at the same time, but not get pushed around. I think they're giving up a lot of free throws, way too many. They need to go back to playing solid, fundamental defense and build the energy from there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Ayton is out there with Anderson, and it's Melton in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. he will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Now here's Booker, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Kokoshkov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
No good on the free throw. And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated. But once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for.
Now here is Dellavedova. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Over Anderson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Suns leading by 7. To the paint. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Jackson. Ayton's got 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Here's Dellavedova. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Pushing their lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Phoenix lead.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
The pass to Ayton. Trains the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Ayton's got 7 points for the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
Here's Dellavedova. He's got 5. Kicks it to Aldridge. Back to Dellavedova.
Phoenix foul call. That's his second personal foul.
And here is Aldridge. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Here's Melton. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Will it go? Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Brogdon.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
Here's Melton. He's got 6. Now here's Ayton. Jackson dishes to Booker. Left side, Anderson. Over Aldridge. And no good as it rattles out.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Bucks.
Not a lot of difference between them. You know, it's about 50-50, but this game isn't 50-50 right now. They need a big run here just to get back into the mix.
Here's Melton. Pass to Booker. Now Ayton. Here's Melton. Booker with it. 21 points in the game. Shoots from the line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. And to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation.
Now here's Booker. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. Here's Bridges. Ayton kicks to Booker. The three-pointer off the mark. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Aldridge finds Antetokounmpo. Now Dellavedova. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The putback. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson looking it over. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's Booker. 21 points in the game. Trying to end the drought. He lays it in.
Timeout.
Booker's got 23 points.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Bucks. And for the Suns, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. Reza comes in for Anderson, and it's Crawford in for Josh Jackson. Now here is Dellavedova. He's got 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Antetokounmpo against Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Brogdon. Here's Holmes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Ariza. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Connaughton. 11 points in the game. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. A 3-ball. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Tuesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Snell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. DiVincenzo. Defended by Booker. Pass to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot. Over Crawford. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And let's check out some stats for Crawford. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the pass to Snell. He kicks it to Gay. Crawford with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And there's Booker on the assist by Crawford. And now it's up to 25 points for Devin Booker. Pass to Ilyasova. Now Gay. From 12 feet out. And that one drops. Gay's got 10 points in the game.
Impressive handle by Rudy Gay. Don't often see that out of the 6'8" slender forward.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Holmes passes to Crawford. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timeout called, the Bucks. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking. And of course, this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with summer league, and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Pat Connaughton. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Suns leading by 15. Kicks it to Booker. Can't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And here is Dellavedova. 7 points in the game. Gay outside, launches a 3. Here's Ilyasova, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, Ilyasova playing with a high motor tonight. Lots of activity. He's good for at least a few second chance points.
Crawford finds Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Crawford passes to Booker. Clock at 6. It's good from long range. Booker's got 28.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Dellavedova, the pass to Gay. We've got 1:28 left in the third. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Rudy Gay hits them both. 1:27 left in the third. Here's Melton. 6 points for him. Crawford outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 2nd.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers.
Shooting.
The Bucks number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
And he makes the first. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Bucks trail by 16. Dellavedova kicks to Gay. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gay's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Anderson outside. Pass to Ariza. Holmes with it, working on Ilyasova. Holmes, good. And the Suns lead by 16. Dellavedova kicks to Gay. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Crawford left side. From deep three-point range, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bucks trail by 16. Tony Snell is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Ilyasova in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Ayton. Melton passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Anderson. Passes it to Ariza. Fires the three. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Snell. Ariza covering. Yep, that one goes in there. Snell's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. Phoenix leading by 14. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Anderson kicks to Ariza. Good on the triple.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
It's Brogdon on the wing. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Anderson. Brogdon against Crawford. Melton passes to Anderson. Dishes it to Ariza. Pass to Melton. From outside the arc. Ayton kicks to Ariza. It's good from long range. Ariza's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Suns.
After not having a three during the first half, he's made two now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Brogdon finds Ilyasova. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, it came up short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Dellavedova. A three from Gay. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Anderson up top. He's covered by Gay. It's Ariza on the wing. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like
I agree.
the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
Assist goes to Trevor.
Here's Dellavedova. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Brogdon. Over Crawford. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Oh, good job there. Brogdon doesn't need much room, has it there from the mid-range, and knocks it down.
Crawford against Brogdon. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 10 points in just the second half.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Now here is Aldridge. Back to Dellavedova. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA
Mind the
Junior
lanes.
program expanding
One
itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
Suns leading by 19. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Brogdon against Crawford. Now here's Brogdon. Guarded closely. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
Well, no problem getting a little bit physical. Brogdon's got a good, solid base build there and drew the contact.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Booker, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And so he hits both. Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker, and he hits the jump shot. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Jackson against Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
It's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And the second free throw, good. Suns leading by 18. Here's Melton. He kicks to Jackson. Now here's Ayton. Jackson misses. Dellavedova with the ball. Chalk up 2 there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Melton, defended by Dellavedova. Here's Melton, shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away, and it's Ayton missing. Now Dellavedova. And here is Brogdon. Back to Dellavedova. Up top, Henson. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
I don't think LaMarcus is quite as explosive as his younger years, but still has the athleticism to get up above the rim.
Melton passes to Booker. Kicks it to Ayton. Now here's Booker. And it goes down 2 points. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And the Suns making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Suns leading by 16. Here's Melton. Right wing. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 35.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Dellavedova kicks to Aldridge. Passes to Brogdon. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. Inside. Here's Dellavedova. No good there. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker up top. He's guarded by Brogdon. The pass to Melton. Suns moving the ball around. Tipped away. Oh, and here we go. Onto Kumbo. Nobody back. And onto Kumbo. Slams it in.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Here's Melton, defended by Dellavedova. Here's Booker, and the shot goes in. Booker's got 18 points just in the second half.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Melton passes to Booker. To the wing right side. Six to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Taking 2 shots.
Shot.
And the first one drops.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Phoenix. Both free throws good from Booker. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jamal Crawford.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Now here is Dellavedova. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Ariza covering. And it's good for two. That's now 22 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Melton passes to Booker. Ayton dishes to Booker. Stolen by Brogdon. Aldridge kicks to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame, in drawing contact.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Suns leading by 15. Here's Melton. And Henson sends it back.
Well, he's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level.
Got a piece of it. Here's Melton. Anderson outside. 1:44 left in the fourth. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That will be foul number 5 on him. Rudy Gay's checked in for Antetokounmpo. 1:43 left in the fourth. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there. And the Suns lead by 17.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Crawford.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and a wrecking ball on both ends.
Here's Melton after Rudy Gay's bucket. Melton passes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Anderson trying to free himself up, and that's collected by Gay. Now here is Dellavedova. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Aldridge. Pass to Brogdon. Gay in the corner. From the arc. The shot, no good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.